good? It's your boy Joe J. Hot and ready live and direct, and the front desk is nuts there right now because I was just doing work for right there for the past, I don't know, 3 hours, 4 hours in the Jungle Story. So I was just working on day 32. I don't even know that's January of last year, January 14th. But yeah, now we're going to be in the flow of things when it comes to creating content, making it work. But what happened today? What the fuck happened today? Yo, we're vibing. Yes, sir. What happened today? So, oh my God. I had this protein bar that I realized makes me shit. Oh, I almost got some on my asshole. Whatever. I'm just farting a lot right now. But yeah, what happened? So this morning, woke up and I got good sleep last night, which I'm going to go back to the spot, which isn't that far away from here. But being the case, woke up this morning, got a decent amount of sleep, and yeah, got maybe like 7 hours of sleep, solid, and then came to Planet Fitness where I was meeting Shell, which we planned this like maybe a week or so. Well, actually, no, a couple days ago. And go say, oh, I'm going to Houston, and she's like, oh yeah, let me know. Cool. So ended up, first thing we want to do is workout, and I ended up getting here and showering my life away. And I remember I ended up getting into my male crop top, I said female crop top, but I had one sleeve cut off, and I had my shorts that were ripped, and then my spandex showing, and I had my boots on. And speaking of boots, that's it. We're gonna get there. Why I don't have my boots right now. but yeah. So and then I ended up asking for scissors, so I cut the shorts that I was going to work out in. And so I ended up going back to the locker room, cutting the shorts, bringing back the scissors. I don't know if he was a manager of Planet Fitness or he owned the Planet Fitness, but he ended up stopping me and saying, "You can't wear that if you're gonna work out." And I was like, I gave him like the stankest face, the fucking stankest face. I'm so mad I did. Because afterwards I knew I would just react to the situation because it was just so childish. It's like, bro, just let dudes express. Like I've worked hard for this body, and I should be able to wear the fuck I want. I don't even want to wear anything. Honestly, I'd rather be fucking naked. But gave him a stink face, and I was like, fuck it. Called Shell. I was like, yo. And as I was on the phone with her, she was just about to come because it was like 12:30. We said we were gonna meet, and I called her. I said, "Yeah, there's an owner that I think he said I couldn't wear these clothes." I was like, you know what? Never mind. It's all good. I'm not stressed about it. If I'm just gonna put on a different shirt, and you're not allowed to wear boots, and there's no gymmitate. I can't even say it. Gymmitation, is that what it's called? Gymmitation. You know, it's just flexing out here. That's like a whole Planet Fitness motto. No judgment and shit. So, whatever. She came, and I did my acupressure boards. I stretched a little bit, and she was like, "You don't have any other shoes?" I was like, "No." It's like, these are my boots in my life. Like, I don't have any other shoes. And so she ends up saying, okay, no big deal. And she said, if we need to, we'll go to Goodwill. I was like, no, we'll be good. So she's like, what are we going to do today? I said, did leg workout with her. And oh my, she walked in, and I was like, fuck, this woman's so bad. So bad. I love older. Like, I'm a MILF hunter to the T. And she's just good people, right? She's just good people. We talked about a little bit of everything, you know, me, a little bit of intensity homeless grind, what I'm doing for money, and talked about her and the lifestyle, like just talking about where she's at and what's going on in her life and what her life means to her. And it was just cool. It's cool going back and forth and just having an organic, authentic conversation with somebody. And obviously I'm gonna try to do it, but it's also a benefit that we both work out. We have the same kind of direction, and so yeah, we got a workout in, did a little bit of everything, talked about life, and then after the workout we went to get smoothies, and I wanted acai bowl but didn't have that. But then she said, okay, I'm gonna get dressed, get in my bathing suit, and I was like, oh sweet. I was like, fuck, I should have brought my Speedo. So it was cool. And then she came out in her fucking bikini. I said, God damn. I said, shit on my face. Oh my God, it was so bad. Oh, just like pictures I've seen of her, I was like, fuck. But she had the paddle boards in her front seat, so I wasn't sitting in the front seat. But that being the case, I don't know, I just need some light. I don't know, maybe I'll just sit right here. Just because I have some light before I'm sleeping over there. But this is where I have the most light right now. I think I can sit here for a little minute. Oh, all right. Bathroom, kitchen, grease. What the fuck that is. But yeah, we ended up, maybe I'll just walk around here. But what happened? So yeah. Then we started headed we got smoothies, cool, and ended up heading towards the paddleboard spot. And of course, I just flipped up my spandex and made it look like I had a Speedo on, kinda. And I want to feel as naked as possible. And if not, then I'm gonna express the most with the clothes I do wear. That's just so I can attract the right people in my life, like attract the right energy. So that's the whole idea. But helped her get the paddleboards out, and I was wearing my boots still with my Speedo on, and she was like, "You think you should put your boots back in the car?" And I said, "Nah." She said, "What if they get wet?" I was like, "They just got wet on the Sooner Swing event." I said, "My boots. Just know, some people have kids, some people have dogs, some people have their fucking favorite blanket or teddy bear. I have my fucking boots, which are my life. These are the things that I've experienced. I have experiences with everything." So, yeah. So then I brought my boots with me, and I even brought my bag, my phone in it. And I never paddleboard before, and I was like, fuck it. My phone goes, my boots go. I knew the risks at hand that I was going to be having. All right. So we start paddling out. I'm on my knees, and I can't sit all the way back because I've had 3 knee surgeries. It's beautiful, amazing. But then we heard the construction happening. They're putting a Ritz-Carlton up, but she said that it made her house go up like 3 times, which makes sense because it add more value to the space. And once we got past that, she said, "Oh yeah, we should just stand on it." It was so cool. So I fucking stood on the paddleboard. It's not that hard to stand on paddleboard. I was like, yo, I've done the ones where you shoot the boots up in the air and you fucking in the water. I don't know if you know what I'm fucking talking about, but they're called like skyboarding. That's what it's called, skyboarding. And you strap these boots to your feet, and the jet ski shoots water through. Bro, I hope you guys could hear me. I will be so fucking mad if that shit was muted most of the time. It might have just did that because sometimes my phone just starts pressing shit. And I think it was just pressing shit. Hope it was. But that being said, standing on the paddleboard, it's cool. Next thing you know, she said I didn't have my boots on yet. I just strapped my boots to the paddleboard and my bag. And she said, "All right, yeah, you should turn around. We should turn around and you should get your boots on, take a picture." So cool. I put the boots on. We sit on the ledge. There's like a ledge, and it's like right in front of Simone Biles' house, which is fucking lit, by the way. I was like, okay, well, I didn't know that's where Simone Biles lives. Dope. I think she's dating like a Cleveland Browns, or not Cleveland, some NFL star. But I was like, that's dope. That's a good little one. I told her as we were paddling, I said, one day someone's gonna be like, that's where Jungle Jay lives. He used to live in the jungle. Now he lives there, which is gonna be an intentional community that's nudist and lifestyle, and everyone's fucking each other, and everyone's loving each other, and everyone's vibing. And we're communal living intentionally, shared values, shared views, shared beliefs, and we're actually a community, a smaller community that will grow big, that will support each other till death do us part. We're all married. Fuck it. That's what I see for myself. But that being said, yeah. So I put the boots on as I was sitting on that, like the edge. It's like, think of it like it's like a lake that's maybe like 50 feet wide. I don't know, yeah, 50 yards, 50 feet wide. And you can paddle through it. She said she did an Ironman through that shit. She said she had diarrhea the first time she did it, and I was like, damn. She said she swam 2 miles, biked 117, and ran a marathon. I was like, fuck. This woman's a beast, yo. She's a fitness beast. Her name's literally Fit Girly something on Instagram. She's got like 15K, and she's killing it. She's an attractive woman. She's a dope woman, and so. But yeah, we met in Mexico. I don't know if I can. I'm not trying to. I can't put people's truth out there. All right, can't put people's truth out there. It's not my responsibility. So there's certain things I can say about things, talk about certain things I can't. But that being the case, got the boots on and started posing for the pictures. Boom. Next thing you know, I was like, maybe I can stand on one leg with it. And I was like, okay, let me move my leg a little bit over. And I put all my weight on one side, and boom. I knew, this is when he knew he fucked up. Next thing you know, I start tipping over, but I gave her my bag, but I had my boots on at this time. So then my boots, I fell into the water, and instantly, what did I think? I thought in my head, I said to her, for her to take a picture, because I wanted her to document that process, which she did. And then I realized my boots started getting heavy real quick. And I said, fuck it. I started jiggling one off because I realized that my body just sinks. I'm dense as fuck. So I'm kicking. I'm fucking trying to tread water, kick off the other boot. I was like, that shit's gone. And she went to go get the paddleboard, because the paddleboard wasn't attached to my foot. You know how it had a paddleboard, usually the surfboard has like an attachment that you can stick to the board, and then once you fall off, you can get back on. Well, that wasn't the case. My board went because I had my fucking boots on. So I'm a minute and a half getting after it. I'm fucking starting to lose wind because we just done legs, and my legs are tightening up, and I'm ingesting all this fucking water. And I'm literally in my head like, yo, I'm not doing good right now. I'm not doing good. And she's like kind of about to turn back around and getting my paddleboard. Oh, fuck, bug. And I'm sitting here like ingesting the water, and then they're like maybe 20 feet away is where the ledge is at. So I just like try to like dip my head in the water and try to like push swim to the I probably got like 5-ish feet, and I was like, yo, I'm not fucking I might die here. Like I had that in my mind today. I might fucking die my first time paddleboarding, and I just lost my boots. I said fuck the boots. I wasn't even thinking about the boots. I was just trying to like, I was in the mode of like, yo, if you don't do this, you're gonna die. Like you're not doing well. And so 2.5 minutes go by, and I start trying to swim towards it. I look up, and I'm like 10-ish feet of almost like 5-ish feet away from the ledge, and I'm at the point of like, yo, I'm ingesting a lot of water, and I'm like maybe 20% of the way there of like, I'm about to fucking die. Oh my god. First time paddleboarding, and I'm fucking treading water. I'm like, where the fuck is Shell? I'm not freaking out though. I'm still just trying to kick my feet and stay aboard. Next thing you know, I feel an oar come poke its way at me, and it's Shell. And I was like, thank you, God. Next thing you know, I got on my paddleboard, and then we got to the ledge, and my legs were so gone because I just did legs, and they were so heavy and they hurt. And I told her, I was like, yo, we got to chill here for a minute because I literally almost died. And she was like, where's your boots? And I said, they're gone. I said, the boots filled up with water, they got heavy, and I'm already dense as fuck in the sink. And so I could tell in her face she felt bad. But I said, no, it's no big deal. I'm happy they went because they were suede. So they just, whenever they got wet, it would just sink through the boots. So I got to get ones that aren't suede. So, and I just laughed it off because first time experience, I almost not only lose my boots, but I also almost die. Oh, man. That's just terrible. And yeah, it was just good sharing space, sharing time with her. Got a little handsy and it was just a good time. I don't need to say much more, but yeah, we ended up after the paddle boarding and me almost dying, went to a Goodwill to find me some. We went back to her place. Nothing happened, but it was just to change, and then changed and went to Goodwill to find some shoes, and that's when I got these. I don't know what these are. The Yeezys? Fake Yeezys? Maybe. They're like $40. Actually, they're comfortable enough. They're a little bit small on my feet. They're different. I can slip them on and off. But I need some new boots. I'm in Texas, so it's not going to be that hard. Those are $40. And then she needed to go to the grocery store. Went to the grocery store, and I went to Chipotle. And then some girls wilding out about Chipotle. And I was hoping I could stay on her plane. You know what I'm saying? Not stay, but just like spend more time with her. But it wasn't the vibes. I could tell that wasn't the direction that was going to happen. So it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So that being the case, she dropped me off, and I ended up seeing the dude. Yeah, but she dropped me off and took pictures again. Got more pictures, posted those, and yeah, and that was pretty much my day. And I ended up talking to the manager when I got into Planet Fitness. And I don't know if I'm gonna see her again. I might see her again. We'll see. I might be here for longer. We'll see. But I ended up seeing the manager that I gave a stank face to about him telling me to switch my fucking wardrobe. And I said, yo, I just want to say I appreciate you for holding me accountable, and I know we all got a job to do, and you doing your job, so I just want to make that right. He was like, oh, I appreciate you. I'm happy you changed. I was like, yeah, suck it. Yeah, that shit's stupid, but whatever. It's corny. It's like, bro, we're at the gym. We're here to all express and get better, and I fucking am happy with the way my body looks and whatever. But I just said that, and then boom, I got a new charger, which costs fucking bread for my laptop. I got the fucking charger cable. I got the piece to put in the mount in the wall, and then I got another 100-watt charger just in case. But yeah, so came back, and then boom, I just worked on essentially the Jungle Story and watched a little bit of Jimmy Fallon on Diary CEO, which is fire, like in between me editing content. So Jimmy Fallon, it's amazing to see these people that have just this unwilling desire and also belief and understanding that they're going to get where they need to go. And they're going to do everything in their power to do it, regardless of who says what to them, how, when, where. It's just, this is what I want to do, and this is happening this direction. And and I'm gonna keep making this happen. And there's so many different points in listening to Jimmy Fallon. He said he went out to LA and then he just had so much doubt and like just got booed off stage and just fucking up and he was like and he finished 3.5 years of college and still went out to LA to take a shot and it didn't work out. He had so much almost regret and self-doubt in himself. Like he wrote his friend a letter saying like pretty much if I don't get on Saturday Night Live by 25 I'm going to kill myself. And I said, damn, you want to talk about commitment? Well, I said I'm going intentionally homeless to figure out my whole life, so I'm going to put myself in a vulnerable situation to say if I do bury my boots in the grave or in a lake, I'm not going to be in comfort cages. That's just dead. Yeah, that's just dead. You're not going to put me in a comfort cage. I don't believe in comfort cages. That's what a house feels like for me right now, comfort cage. And so Jimmy and the Diary CEO just expressing his unwavering belief in him making it to Saturday Night Live and being a host. And that's what he did everything in power to do. So I respect that, dog. I really do. I really do. That's pretty much my biggest takeaway is just his belief and the setbacks that he had to continue to keep going and believe in himself. Regardless, whenever you don't believe in yourself, you still have it in your mind of like, I'm going to do this, regardless of the situation, regardless of anybody watching. So yeah, Jimmy Fallon on Diary CEO is definitely a plus. But yeah, I worked on day 32 of Intentionally Homeless and edited that content. That'll be out tomorrow, and I'm gonna see how many I can do. So yeah, so interesting. I think my brother hops in just to check in on me, see if I'm good. But so I did that, and it's about 12. It's about 1 a.m. right now. I kind of just do it until I kind of feel a little bit of the tired spell. And then, yeah, knock out. So maybe I'll just walk towards where I'm going to sleep. You guys aren't going to be able to see me. But it's like right near this bridge, and there's cars that drive by, but I'm in a pretty decent spot. I'm very happy about. But I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. I really don't. Yeah, y'all are going to lose me. Maybe I can put up my I put up my brightness. That worked a little bit. But in case y'all gonna lose me. You're gonna lose me. But in case maybe y'all will still be able to see me. That is the end of day 150. What an entertaining day. Entertaining for sure. Oh yeah, you're losing me. Oh yeah, I'm over here. In the cut, rolling doobies up. I'm in the cut, rolling doobies up. I'm in the cut. It's a good little spot. Alright. Well, I'm in my spot. Y'all can kind of see my head. So yeah, I'm going to see how much content I can just crank out from now on. And move from there. My pillow tonight is still my dirty clothes. Wrapped in a trash bag, which is pretty lit. It's pretty lit. And I got my tarp I'm going to sleep on. And I'm happy with that. I can sleep that way. So how do I feel right now? I feel like I'm aligned. I have to keep I didn't study as much of the Jungle Fever that I should. I'm probably going to read some before I go to sleep, because I committed myself to understanding that if this is going to happen for July 9th, I have to hear back from Bob, the Naughty Gnarlin, then I got to be prepared. And whoever I need to talk to about the ideas that I have within the dating show experience, that's probably what I'll read. I'll read a little bit about dating show experience I want to create there. So I have to do almost 3 hours of content. That shit's wild. 2 different 3-hour fucking pool parties, and then be an MC for the parade. Hey, that's what you signed up for, so I'm gonna take some time to brainstorm on that and set up my little spots. Setting up my spot is nothing now. It's fucking light work. But yeah, so gotta prepare myself. But yeah, I'm gonna see maybe one of my other friends. I have a few of my friends I can see during this journey here, but I don't know. I gotta crank out some content. I gotta treat this like a job and put my 8 hours in a day. Holy shit, is it gonna rain? Well, if it does, then I'll just get underneath the bridge and I'll be straight. All right, fam. Much love. Tribe, my jungle tribe. That's what you guys are now, the jungle tribe. All right, tribe, jungle tribe, and fam, tribe fam. I kind of like tribe fam. Yeah, my tribe fam. Love y'all. Much love. Keep spreading. Remember, love is the answer no matter the question. We're changing the world person at a time, and we're just getting started. To continuous new beginnings, to never ending, and just getting started, for sure. We're aligned. That's how I feel right now. We're aligned. And having new experiences. We're on a mission. We're figuring out the best knowing of ourselves and having fun intentional fun while we're doing it. So much love. See y'all at another time. All right, doses.